What if I told you that there is a hidden truth about the fallen angels and the fall of humanity? Get ready to find out surprising revelations. Hey guys! Today we will explore a millennial mystery that surrounds the fallen angels and the fall of humanity. Prepare for a journey of impactful discoveries and surprising revelations. Imagine a perfect heavenly scenario where beings inhabited in harmony and worship of the Creator. However, something unimaginable happened, a rebellion between these perfect beings. But why would creatures so close to God choose to turn against Him? The answer to this question goes far beyond what we can imagine and reveals deep secrets about the nature of divine creation and free will granted to all beings, including angels. Get ready to dive into this intriguing mystery of the fallen angels and discover the hidden layers of this millennial story. And what we will find will reveal why this rebellion still affects your life right now. The consequences of the fallen angels' rebellion were devastating. By choosing to move away from divine light, these angelic beings triggered a series of events that shook the foundations of the universe. The separation between the divine and the profane generated a void that cried by redemption. Faced with this chaotic scenario, God made a painful decision to erase humanity and start over from scratch. Imagine the weight of this divine choice, the sadness of seeing its most beloved creation succumb to sin and corruption. This tragic story reveals not only the gravity of sin, but also the extent of divine love and justice. The fall of humanity was a reflection of the choices of the fallen angels, but also a powerful reminder of God's forgiveness and mercy. In the Garden of Eden, the serpent played a crucial role in the fall of humanity. His cunning and persuasion led Eve to doubt the divine instructions, sowing the seed of disobedience. But what many do not know is that the serpent had an architected plan since the beginning of time. Her desire to match God and gain worship led her to deceive our first parents, resulting in the introduction of sin and the separation between man and God. This evil plan, plotted in the early days of creation, still echoes today, permeating the social, cultural, and spiritual structures of humanity. The subtle but powerful influence of the serpent continues to try the hearts of men, diverting them from the path of truth and communion with the Creator. Understanding the tricks of this evil entity, we are warned about the dangers of succumbing to the temptations of the world and become more vigilant on our spiritual journey. What about this evil plan? It is being executed right now as you watch this video. At this moment, it is crucial to understand how this spiritual battle between the forces of darkness and light is directly impacting your life. The invisible influences that permeate the physical world have the power to shape their choices, emotions, and beliefs daily. When faced with challenges, temptations, and internal conflicts, you are actively participating in this spiritual war. Every decision you make, every thought that inhabits your mind is an integral part of this millennial battle. Recognizing the existence of this clash is the first step in strengthening your faith, resisting the enemy's attacks, and living in line with divine purposes. Be aware of the signs, be vigilant in prayer, and be covered with the spiritual armor necessary to face the adversities of the spirit world. Let us enter the depths of the mystery of the fallen angels and the fall of humanity. We will connect the loose strands of this millennial narrative, revealing the best-kept secrets in the spiritual universe. By diving into the essence of this cosmic clash, we will understand the complexity of the relations between the divine and the human, between light and darkness. Each choice, each action, each consequence echoes through the centuries, shaping not only the past, but also the present and future of humanity. Get ready to find out how the fall of angels and the fall of humanity are intertwined in an intricate plot of redemption and sacrifice. The hidden truth promised from the beginning will be revealed in all its magnitude, leading us to question our own deeper beliefs and convictions. Be ready for a journey of spiritual self-knowledge that transcends the barriers of time and space. In unraveling the truth about the fallen angels and the fall of humanity, there is a disturbing question: what really controls this world? Behind the visible curtains, obscure forces and evil entities plot in silence, influencing events and decisions that shape our reality. The spiritual battle between good and evil transcends the boundaries of time, reflecting on daily conflicts, moral dilemmas, and crucial choices. Understanding the extent of this invisible war, we are confronted with the urgency of positioning ourselves on the side of light and truth. Be aware of the signs around you, for the forces of darkness operate sneakily, trying to divert the hearts of men from the path of redemption. By accepting the challenge of deciphering the hidden mysteries behind the veils of existence, you will be taking a crucial step towards spiritual liberation and victory over the shadows that plague this world. Because the final battle is approaching, and you need to choose your side before it's too late. But now we get to the darkest point in this story. What I will reveal will shake your deepest convictions about the reality you know. Did you think you knew the whole truth about the fallen angels? Prepare yourself, because there is something that remained hidden for millennia. These rebellious beings did not simply disappear after their expulsion from the sky. No, they descended to Earth with a specific and devastating purpose. The Book of Enoch, which many churches prefer not to mention, reveals chilling details about what happened when these angels touched the earthly ground. They did not come alone. They brought forbidden knowledge that should never have been shared with humanity. Imagine for a moment beings who lived in the presence of God, who knew the secrets of creation, deliberately deciding to corrupt the human race. They taught men the manufacture of weapons of war, women the art of seduction through cosmetics and jewelry, and revealed secrets of astronomy and magic that were exclusively divine. But the most disturbing of all, they joined the daughters of men. And do you know what was born of these forbidden unions? The Nephilims, giants that dominated the land with unimaginable violence and cruelty. Humanity was being corrupted not only spiritually, but also genetically. The divine plan for humanity was being sabotaged from the inside out. This is why God had to make a drastic decision. The flood was not just a judgment on human sin. It was a cosmic cleaning to eradicate the angelic contamination that was destroying the very essence of creation. Now you understand why only 8 people were saved. Because only Noah's lineage remained pure. But here is what will leave you without sleep tonight. Some of these fallen angels have been imprisoned in the depths of the earth, awaiting the final judgment. Others remain free, operating invisible in this world, influencing events, manipulating leaders, corrupting systems. And the scariest of all, they know your time is running out, And this is exactly where all points connect in a way that will make you astonished. Can you see the pattern now? The serpent in Eden, the fallen angels corrupting pre-diluvian humanity, the constant battle between the woman's seed and the serpent's seed. All this is part of a single master plan that unfolds through history. But wait, there is something even deeper than I need to reveal. Have you ever wondered why Jesus had to be born of a virgin? Why was it so crucial that your lineage was preserved supernaturally? The answer is directly connected with this war between the seeds that began in Eden. With each attempt by the fallen angels to corrupt the messianic lineage, God intervened. When Cain killed Abel, God gave Set. When the Nephilim corrupted the earth, God preserved Noah. When Pharaoh tried to exterminate Israelite babies, God saved Moses. When Herod massacred the children of Bethlehem, God protected Jesus in Egypt. Each event you read in the Bible is not just an isolated story. It is a specific battle in this cosmic war between two seeds. And here's the revelation that will change your perspective forever. This war has not ended on the cross. In fact, she intensified. The fallen angels know that Jesus won on the cross and that his defeat is inevitable. But they still have a limited time to cause as much destruction as possible. This is why we see the world becoming increasingly chaotic, increasingly distant from God. It's not coincidence, it's strategy. And do you know what is the most amazing part of all this? You are currently living at the climax of this story. Every choice you make, every moral decision you face, every moment you choose between good and evil, you are actively participating in the final chapter of this millennial war. The question you don't want to silence is, which side of this battle are you really? Because pretending she doesn't exist does not protect you from her. Fallen angels have exactly their ignorance to continue operating without resistance in their life. Now, in the face of surprising revelations about the fallen angels and the fall of humanity, we are confronted with a disturbing reality that challenges our most rooted beliefs. The hidden connections between these cosmic events echo through the centuries, revealing an intricate game of power and redemption that goes beyond the boundaries of human understanding. Each piece of this divine puzzle fits masterfully, revealing an epic narrative of betrayal, sacrifice, and hope. This is the moment when the shadows of the past meet the light of the present, creating a unique scenario where old truths merge with contemporary mysteries. Get ready to witness the magnitude of these transcendental events and be involved in the grandeur of the divine plan that unfolds before your astonished eyes. Upon reaching the outcome of this fascinating journey on the fallen angels and the fall of humanity, we are confronted with the magnitude of the secrets revealed. Each piece of this cosmic puzzle fitted unpredictably, revealing an epic narrative of betrayal, redemption, and mystery. The connection between the divine and the human becomes clearer as we unveil the puzzles that permeate our existence. At this crucial moment, I invite you to reflect on the lessons learned and to consider how these old truths can impact your life in the present. Leave your impressions in the comments, questions and insights generated by this journey of discoveries. His participation is critical to continuing to exploit the hidden mysteries of biblical history together. Stay connected not to miss any future episode full of surprising revelations. After absorbing this transformative information, get ready for the next video where we will unravel more hidden secrets in biblical history. Subscribe to the channel and enable notifications to not miss any episode. I hope you enjoyed this trip through the world of fallen angels and the fall of humanity. Remember, there is much more behind the unknown's veil than we can imagine.